From the previous video, we know what the SE questions look like. There is an incomplete sentence with an important word missing, along with 6 answer choices, and you need to select 2 answer choices that would lead to sentences with equivalent meanings. That's why this question type is called sentence equivalence. So what is an apt strategy for attempting the SE questions? It is a simple 4-step approach which I will break down further for you. Step 1.1 is to read the complete sentence. Read the sentence end to end. Do not skip the text beyond the blank. Very often the catch lies there. So please read the complete sentence without looking at the answer choices. These choices, often involving profound vocabulary, are there to confuse you. Step 1.2 is to understand the intended core meaning of the sentence. You need to filter out the extra information which is there to confuse you. You need to cut through the noise and get to the core message in the sentence. Step 2, and the most important of all, is to set a broad expectation from the correct answer choices as to what meaning needs to loosely fit in the blank. Please understand that your expectation is broad is very important because you will rarely get the specific word that you may be looking for. Keep your expectation broad. Step 3 is to now eliminate. Please understand, it is not about selecting 2 answer choices, it is about eliminating 4 answer choices. So you must eliminate the answer choices by comparing the given answer choices with your broad expectation from the correct answer choices. So keep eliminating. You must always have such a grid on your scratch paper. Compare each answer choice with your broad expectation. Suppose answer choice A looks bad, this can be eliminated. Choice B should stay. Please do not ever directly select an answer choice. Go by elimination. So B should stay, let's say. Choice C can be eliminated. D can be eliminated. E should stay. And suppose F also looks appealing, F should also stay. Now out of these 3, when you are able to eliminate one more, you have your pair of correct answer choices ready. Please do not waste time in putting these check marks on your scratch paper. You should directly mark these answer choices on the computer screen. So elimination is very important. The 2 choices you are left with are likely the correct answer choices. And as always, do not forget to cross-check. How to cross-check? The 2 correct answer choices would be similar in meaning, and when you put these choices into the blank, you would get 2 sentences which would be logical and coherent while being equivalent in meaning. To quickly summarize, the 4 steps are reading the complete sentence and getting the core meaning, setting a broad expectation from the correct answer choice, eliminating the incorrect answer choices, always having such a grid in place, and then before confirming your answer, always cross-checking. The same approach very well works for one blank text completion questions. So you will see us using a snapshot of this slide very often while solving TC or SE questions throughout this course. To eliminate well, it would help to know what incorrect answer choices are generally like. Any answer choice that is irrelevant to our broad expectation is not likely to be correct. Such incorrect answer choices are the most common. Then any answer choice that is opposite to our broad expectation from the correct answer choice is also not likely to be correct. Roughly 40% of SE questions feature an antonym pair. Such pairs can be very comfortably eliminated. Then answer choices which logically complete the sentence but are alone, that means they do not have a partner answer choice, are not going to be correct. Remember, you need to select 2 answer choices that lead to similar sentences. Therefore, an answer choice that is alone without a partner cannot be correct, no matter how compelling it is. In fact, good 20% of SE questions feature such logical but lone answer choices. Such choices make great traps. Now, on the other hand, the correct answer choices are going to match our broad expectation from the correct answer choice, and each such correct answer choice is going to lead to a complete coherent sentence that logically conveys the intended meaning of the sentence. And very importantly, the two correct answer choices lead to two sentences with equivalent meaning. Remember, similar meaning, not strictly the same, because there are hardly any perfect synonyms. Every word has its own character. Let us now apply this strategy on a GRE-like question. Here is your question. Let us apply the strategy. It's not about getting this question correct. It's about getting the question correct while applying our 4 steps carefully. Step 1 is to read the sentence end to end and get the core meaning. The core meaning is that internet was supposed to lead to personal connections, but there is a contrast here that despite the internet communications, there has been a sense of isolation. So that is the broad message, that internet was supposed to build personal connections. However, it seems to have led to isolation. So step 1 here has been completed. Step 2 is to set a broad expectation from the correct answer choice. So blank sense of isolation. We are definitely expecting a negative word here. The sign of our expectation is negative and the intent is something bad. Please pause the video and come up with your own word. My word is something on the lines of worrying. Okay, that the internet has led to a worrying sense of isolation. So step 2 here has also been completed. Let's try to eliminate now. Rational is something positive. This is not likely to be correct. A strong sense of isolation, interesting choice. Maybe we should hold this. Sordid is something very bad, hate-worthy. So this is a strong choice. We should definitely hold it. Incurable, let's hold it. Inexorable, let us hold it. Preventable does not match our broad expectation from the correct answer choice. If it is preventable, it is not going to be worrying, so answer choice F should also be eliminated. A very interesting question. We still have 4 answer choices left. We could eliminate only 2 choices in the first round. Now see, sordid is a very good answer choice. However, this answer choice does not have a partner. None of the other answer choices mean the same as sordid. So choice C should be eliminated. A similar problem with strong sense of isolation is very logical. However, none of the other answer choices have a similar meaning. So answer choice B should also be eliminated. We have eliminated 4 answer choices and therefore step number 3 has also been completed. Let us now cross-check. These 2 choices need to have a similar meaning. Yes, they are quite similar in meaning. And when these choices are put in the blank here, they are supposed to lead to equivalent sentences, which is quite the case, that internet was supposed to build personal connections, but it seems to have led to a cureless sense of isolation. So yes, cross-checking confirmed choices D and D if you got this question correct, and while applying this suggested strategy, very good job. D and E are the correct answer choices. However, what's important is to imbibe this 4-step approach and apply it in all the following SE and 1 blank TC questions. On that note, I would end this video. Thank you for watching.